Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Bunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Bunch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, what do we have on the menu?
Hey Mo, you got your voice back a little bit.
Not all together.
It goes in as soon as I say something. We have Amo special Bolognese. Why is it special, Aim? Because you made it.
Oh, yes, it is very nice and I do a good chilling. Now look guys,
Voice gone again.
this morning it wasn't there at all. I've got to shut the curtain. Guys, my voice had completely gone this morning and today is Friday. During the course of the day, it tends to come back if I have like a hot drink. And now obviously it goes. So yeah, spaghetti bolognese, bowl of salad, garlic bread.
Topped with cheese, my ad. And I've never had it with cheese before, guys.
Have you not?
But I've been eating a lot of cheese lately. Like I had it about 2 weeks ago. And I had it like a month before. That's a lot of cheese for me, basically. So I'm going to give this a whirl. Oh yes, it's nice bolognese. Very healthy version apart from the cheese, because this is like 5% mince.
Yeah, it is. I can't have anything higher than that.
What she said was, she can't have anything higher than that, because you probably didn't hear that.
Not the pepper. I'm not so keen on like higher fat mince. I'm not.
No,
I
it
don't
tastes
like
so bad.
And I love pepper on mine.
You pay more for the 5% one, but it is worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So anyway, guys, what have you been up to? Anything nice?
I don't know why we asked that, you know, because not a single person in the 6 months we've done this channel has ever bothered to tell us what they've been doing.
Right, then there's your challenge for today.
Tell us what you've been doing, guys.
I want to know.
You put the bins out? You've been to Legoland? What you been doing? Tell us.
You've been caught up in the rain? Drinking pina coladas?
In the rain? Why not?
You heard the song, haven't you? Do you like pina coladas?
Oh, man, I'm an 80s kid. Of course everybody heard it. I thought it was ringing back sofa karaoke then.
So, I don't know whether this is the thing, but the other day I was watching Nick's video, you know, in Ricardo, and he had this like a bolognese from, where was it from?
Somewhere in America.
I think it was like Olive Garden or something like that, and he called it a bolognese, like he didn't know that it was spaghetti bolognese, and I was like, oh, okay. So, in America, I want to know, is it called spaghetti bolognese? Or spaghetti and sauce? I was quite shocked.
I've heard that quite a few times, spaghetti and sauce. I'd like to try. What we need to do, guys, because you lot, I saw you from all around the world. We've done this in the past, but that doesn't matter. I want to know who's from where, because I've got a couple of ideas. One, we could have invite a subscriber around to cook our dinner and do it once a week and get it from all around the world.
Oh yeah, they're going to catch a plane here.
Why not? Catch a plane, pigeon, whatever. Because I'd love to try a proper Italian. I've done it once. I used to know this girl when I worked with her, and she invited us all around, and she was from Italy, and she made proper like Italian bolognese, and it was bloody lovely. I think.
Yeah, it's totally different.
I think I left most of it because I didn't like bolognese about him. But from what I remember, the pasta was nice.
See, I don't like al dente pasta.
What I love though is when in the film, I can't remember if it's Goodfellas or Casino.
Godfather.
No.
Where's Al Pacino sitting at the table?
No, there's
eating
that
spaghetti?
one. There's that one, but there's one I watched. I think it's Goodfellas or something or other, and they end up in prison together. One of them gangster films, anyways. And like one of the sort of older members of the mafia is there in prison cooking spaghetti and sauce. It looks so good.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
I love anything like that.
But also, tell us what you can offer us. If we was to come to your house for an holiday, so we can do a world tour and only pay for our travel, that's
We'll
the
be
plan.
like Phileas Fogg around the world in 80 days.
Yeah. Whereabouts in the world do you live, and what can where you live offer us to for entertainment? That's your challenge. Tell us something interesting about your city or country that we could go and do for the day. and we'll book seats and flights and seats. We've seen a couple of days. That's what I was thinking the other day, though. I reckon we could get around the world. We're just paying like cheap airfares.
We've been invited all over the place.
You know what's crazy? That's how I was talking to a couple of our subs who were coming to Burham. Is how cheap, compared to a train. I mean, a train moves quick. I get that. It's so expensive though, a train fare. You compare it to a coach, which moves a lot slower. No, just the National Express. So you can get from London to Wolverhampton for 20 quid return on a National Express. 2 people. To get to the same place on a train is like a lot more bloody money. Crazy prices.
Yeah, but and it's a longer journey, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is longer. I mean, it's a bloody train compared to a bus. Of course it's going to take longer.
No, it's a bus compared to a train.
It's still... Either way it's going to take longer. It works both ways, pal.
I'll tell you whose house I would like to go and eat at. And I know you're watching. Totally honest, Amo. Oh my god. He put a lamb chop curry up today, guys. On like our group thing. Oh, can't believe it. Looks amazing. Like, honestly amazing. All sorts of stuff.
People, because he's told us, Mo has, because we talk to him on a regular, he's a Bangladeshi, not inheritance, like all that, heritage, my bad, sorry. And I remember, I don't know if they were the same heritage, but I went to an Indian family, I assume they're Indian or Pakistan, years ago. I've told this story just a while back, and the food they were making, I mean, we used to live near an Indian family, a couple of doors down. In the morning, about 10 o'clock, you'd smell the food.
Oh my god.
You'd be there like having your cornflakes. Like, oh my god, dinner smells good. It'd start really early, and it'd just smell good all day long. Whereas when we cook, it just smells it. You can't smell it down the street.
Proper. Mo was saying about this. I've had like traditional Indian food, not like from the Indian takeaway. It is not the same. It is amazing.
Well, I knew a couple of Sikh lads in my school. Well, good friends with them I was for quite a while. And the little buggers had a sneaky way of getting good grades with the teacher, our English teacher. He was a right miserable son. He used to teach my mum when she was a kid. That's how long he'd been there for. And these lads would get their mums to cook. So like fresh onion barges and all that stuff. And they'd take them in Tupperware boxes. Right, Mr. Clark. Got you some onion barges. You know, like, have you got me like a curry or something to go with that, lads? I'll get you one next week, sir. Okay. Next week. You doing your homework, lads? Oh, sorry, sir. He's up all night making this curry for you. It's all right, lads. Don't worry about it. I'll give you an A star anyway. I didn't like it because I offered to make him a sandwich. He said no. By popular demand. Well, your name. Well, we're good guys. Did you miss us for that? Like, you didn't even notice we were going actually, did you? Because when we put it together. It's like magic. It's like we never went anywhere.
Yeah.
In fact, we just popped out for a kebab, then come back to finish this. Now, anyways, moving on from that though.
We usually have a lot more juice and it's got a lot more red.
Yeah.
Because my dad come for dinner as well.
He nabbed the juice.
Yeah. He was like, right, that smells lovely. I'm having some, Mum.
The juice is all down the bottom now, to be fair.
I was like, all right then, Dad.
I went to bed last night, not last night, a couple of nights ago. And I don't know if other people do this, but I'm often watching YouTube when she goes up, like whilst I'm messing around, like getting ready and stuff, just locking up. And I walked in. But it's funny because we listen to such different stuff. So my go-to YouTube videos, I don't have a lot of variety. I literally go with UFC, Joe Rogan, wrestling. Believe it or not, I still follow some wrestling from when I was a kid.
You love it?
Yeah. And that's about it. That's all I really watch on YouTube. And other mukbangs, but that's on this channel, on my personal channel. I don't watch much other than that. And football. Now, I'm such a variety. And the other, last night, used to watching videos of people when the hair went wrong. And you watch like Nick and everyone. And
so I watched, I can't remember his name, he's on Facebook, it's called Brad. I want to say, is it Monroe? Anyway, he's an Australian lad. and you're like, it's a hairdresser, and he reacts to people going wrong with the hair. Oh my God, sometimes. Don't pick up bleach.
No, I'll give it a miss. But anyways, I was listening to that. But the night before I went in, she was listening to...
Meditation and stuff.
No, you was listening to like horror stories. And I was sitting there, I was like, Aim, can't we keep listening to that? She turned the bloody thing off. I was like, Aim. It was really good though. It got me thinking, what would be, because this one story, it was like a bloke telling stories.
Let's
like,
just tell them what it is. So if you go on YouTube, and like, you can type in like scary stories. It's not meditation, but scary stories, what happened all over the place sort of thing. And you shouldn't really listen to it in bed on your own.
No, you're brave. Continue, you can't watch anything that's scary on your own, really, at night time. But it was I don't remember the story because I watched it halfway through, but it's basically about like in America, it'd be like a gas attendant. You know, like, we call it petrol, you call it gas over there. And where they work all through the night, 24 hours, usually on their own in the shop.
With gas station.
Yeah, we're just a shutter down, and the people come over and ask for food, like through the slot, or they'll pay for the gas or petrol. And I've been down to a local one down here in the past, just for when all the other shops are shut, and you fancy a snack. I popped down middle of the night in the past. And I was sort of time, that'd be a scary bloody job to have.
Yeah.
You got me thinking, what are the most scary jobs to have? And I reckon, like in terms of that sort, I mean, obviously there are scarier ones, but working on your own at night in certain situations. And then I found by accident this story in Birmingham today, which I'll tell you all about in a sec, which just made me remember this. But I would not like a job where I'm stood there on my own, even if it's in a shop, lit up everything, and then I'm just seeing people walking towards my window. Crazy shit happens when you're on your own.
That's all bad. I'll tell you what I'd hate. Nothing worse than that salt on your tomatoes. Like Madame Tussauds, or like a museum, or...
No, not a museum.
Do you know, like, I don't know if you... Alright, so down here we've got something called the Black Country Museum. And there's like figurines. I can up tell you go through like the water feature ones, and there's like these men like chopping wood and stuff, and it's not real. Just imagine locking up.
Oh. Well, that sort I couldn't do that sort of thing. The only thing I could compare it to, I used to finish at 10 o'clock, so I wasn't there all through the night, but I was on my own pretty much from about 6 till 10, and through the winter it was pretty scary. There's a big old building, and you got conferences there and stuff. And I was in charge of getting the stuff sorted and getting ready for the next day. But it was proper scary because there was a hotel connected to it, Lancaster House Hotel. Check it out, it's a nice hotel in Lancaster. Anyways, and people just wander on through, like to collect the belongings and stuff, and I wouldn't know they were in the building. I'm like, I'm walking down the corridor in the dark, all of a sudden there's a bloke at the end of the corridor. What the? I'd shit myself. I ain't got my swear box. We will have a swear jar.
You went, what the? And stopped, and then you said shit anyway.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it used to be really scary though, guys. I mean, it was a big building, like different sort of, I'd say wings, like different bits splitting off, different corridors and dark rooms and stuff.
Well, I bet my mum. Tell them where my mum used to live.
You tell him. It's your story. Aim's mum, guys, used to live in a flat on her own, like a block of flats. And across from the block of flats was a graveyard. Behind it, so it was a graveyard. And there should have been people in the other flats, but at that point there wasn't, was there? Mm-hmm. Just your mum on her own.
My mum was the only one.
I don't do that.
Anyway, so my mum's not scared of anything like that. In fact, my mum would love to see something like that. Me, I'd probably have a heart attack straight away. And every night, 1 o'clock in the morning, there was a strong smell of perfume. No one else was in there. Like a really strong smell of perfume. Now my mum, she would love to see you, but she's a big believer in science over anything like that. She's like, she'd believe in aliens or something like that, like myself. But this smell was so intense. And like I thought, well, where did it come from? Because there was no one else in the flat.
Well, that brings me to what I was on about with Birmingham. So, guys, just in case you're wondering, there is actually meat in this. I don't know what the hell happens. I don't know if it's the way maybe this is just the special way Aim does it, but it never looks very orange. So I apologise for that. It's just, but there's meat in there, I promise.
I should put loads of pasta in.
Oh, there's meat there. I don't think we're just eating a bowl of pasta, which it might look like from here, which is a bit ridiculous.
No, it's because you put tons of pasta in. We didn't need this much pasta.
Well, we could have half a bowl. Anyways, this bloke in Birmingham, he was a security guard at like a building site, and he did a check of the parameters. This was like in the last week on. Oh bloody hell! It's a really famous road I've heard of, so I might have heard of it.
Hagley.
No. I can tell you right now because I got the article up on my phone, and then I can show you the picture of what I was going to tell you about. Anyways, bear with me. Technical difficulties.
No word of a lie, though, guys. You must see something now. I'm so afraid of anything scary like that. Like, it isn't just like, oh, like I'm so scared of anything. Like horror films, seeing a ghost.
Sherborne Road. I've heard of it. I've heard of Sherborne. Sherborne? I can never say like that sort of thing. Sherborne.
Sherborne. Sherborne.
Sherborne.
No.
Sherborne. I can't say it.
Sherborne.
Yeah,
like someone's born.
Yeah, Sherborne Road.
We've just been through here.
In Birmingham.
Sherborne Road.
Sherborne.
Sherborne.
Yeah, Sherborne Road.
Sherborne Road.
Anyways, in Birmingham, and this bloke
Alabama.
in Alabama, he's a security guard basically at this building site. He did a check of the parameter. He's working on his own. This is something I could not do.
It's perimeter.
Perimeter. No, so it's parameter.
It's perimeter. Let's just check that.
Oh, for God's sake.
Carry on telling them.
No. I know. So, we did a check of the area. Let's just say that. Save me the hassle. And no problems. No mass. Yeah, I'm sure it said parameter. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important right this second.
Just saying, like, you know.
So, he did a check of the area, and there was no mass murderers hiding behind trees or anything like that. There was no one digging up holes and burying bodies. It was all good. He went and sat back down in his little like cabin or whatever, yeah. And it was cool. It was cool in the gang. And then they had like sensor lights, and it got set off. This sensor light did, and he had video cameras as well. So he looks at the video camera. What the hell set this sensor light off? And I shit you not. Oh, there's £2. He's seen this on the camera. Maybe you can see it on there or not. A woman in a dress.
Let me see.
And when he got out there weren't no one there. It's a ghost. Now, that is why you will not see me doing security guard jobs through the night. Put me in Iceland, let me work the day shift, that's fine. No nights. We used to work at Wolves, me and Aim did. And we'd have to go upstairs. I mean, Aim was the worst because she had to go right to the top floor for the toy section. And that was dark,
he made me work all the air was God sent, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm saying that was really dark up there, weren't it?
Until
you went to get to the light switch. Like, you had to go up there at the end of the night to take your crate back up or whatever. And it was scary as shit, because I went up once or twice looking for you, thinking, oh yeah, I'll go and catch Aim in the stock room. A bit of time together, like. And
no!
I did, I used to come looking for you to have a chat and stuff. And it was scary up there. I didn't like it.
What I mean is, like, Leigh used to... didn't do the light shifts. I was always on the light one. He'd say, oh, can you work late? Because even though I worked for Woolworths, I was never on the till. I was always selling the stuff, wasn't I? Mm. So we'd say, you've sold us out again. Can you do the late night? Can you sell everything?
Yeah. Basically, Aim was a salesperson within Woolworths. But probably still the same. It's pretty scary.
There, at night, these buildings about, you know, all your Bolognese shooting everywhere.
I know, it's gone all over the shop. On my face.
All over me.
That's alright. But what is your most scary experience within the work environment, guys? Have you got any scary job stories? Because that is the scariest one I've had.
That was definitely scary for us.
That's the scariest one. That actually wasn't scary at all. It was scary to not like being here. But nothing bad happened. The ones that I'd hate would be to work.
Like, me and this girl called Ali. Sometimes we was the last ones in, and you'd meet me outside, wouldn't you?
Yeah, We started working there in like the October. So by the December it was so cold. I'll be there every night from like 8 o'clock till 9:30.
It
Freeze my
couldn't pick me
balls
up.
off.
I'm not joking. You want to stay inside your shopping centre when there's nobody in it. Anyway, always turn the lights off. Pitch black. Frightening as heck.
Yeah, mine would be the conference centre for me. Because like literally,
He had nobody there, and that conference
no
was
one
great.
at all. It was great because there was free cakes and coffee and all the hot chocolate you could drink, but it was pretty scary because it was all glass window. Obviously, glass windows. Like you can get a bloody non-glass window.
Well, imagine a school at night.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a conference centre, which it was.
Yeah. Based up at a
All the
university.
conferences had finished.
There's a girl who follows us who's actually at Lancaster University. I can't remember your name, but hello. You'll know what the uni's like and stuff. So at night, everyone's wandering back and forth, students and whatnot in groups. And I'll be in there on my own in the bloody dark, like, fucking hell, somebody nuts are coming straight out the door now. I'm a goner. And they could have come from anywhere. Someone unhappy that the pencil broke during the conference meeting or something or other.
I've been on both sides of that thing now. Like where you're one of the delegates and then you clean up after him.
You've never done my job, what are you about?
No, I didn't clean up after him, but I can understand why you'd be peed off.
I hated it. They're so stubborn and ignorant. Well, going back to what I was saying now. Can you
let's talk about more scary things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How scary would it be though to work in like a garage and just know that like you don't know who the hell's coming up to your shutter? Like, is it Pat asking for a pack of Rolos, or is it Crazy Pete saying, "I'm gonna kill you"? Just wait till you come out and I'm gonna get you. Some scary shit. And that story I was listening to the other day was scary. I was like, oh my god. He's basically some nutter and he'd just gone to this slider thing and the bloke said, oh, how can I help you? He said, I need food. He's like, okay, well, you've got some money? He said, I've got $2. This is in America, obviously. He's like, okay, well, you can buy like a bit of chocolate or something and a drink for $2. He's like, but I want something, I can't remember what he said now, he wants something else. The bloke's like, but then you won't be able to buy your food. So he disappears, comes back, starts staring at the bloke. The bloke's like, can I help you? He's like, your eyes are very green. I was like, okay.
Well, it started on me. Your eyes are very blue.
Your eyes are very green. You're like, what about it, Crazy Pete? Don't, you're scaring me.
So, I think two things would happen. One, you'd either be like, crazy. Like, that's the way I can be. Like, if I'm in a situation where I'm like, in any kind of intimidation or I think something's going to go wrong, one, I either go crackers and I'm all in and I'll tell you about yourself, or I cry like a bitch. And I'm like, oh my God, please don't come after me with a knife, don't kill me, don't shoot me, don't. Or I'm like, you know what? No.
But you'd have that feeling, wouldn't you? Like, it's okay, I'm safe here. I'm on the other side of this plastic or whatever, this glass. But imagine if the bloke just like sat there on the other side, just staring at you the whole time.
I found the police.
Well, what if he went around the side and cut the wires to the phone?
I'd run out the front door.
Then you'd be face to face with him.
No, he'd be round the side cutting the wires.
Motels as well in America. Forget that. No.
It's always Motel 6s and it's just.
Way too
I don't want to meet Norman Bloody Bates.
Well, I'm thinking the other one, actual motel, what it's called, Vacancy, yeah.
With Owen Wilson's brother.
Yeah, Luke Wilson and Kate Beckinsale. That is a really good film. Yeah, I don't like horror films, but that is really good because they're like basic. And
The Strangers.
Yeah, The Strangers with Liv Tyler and fella. I don't know who played.
But that one, I don't think that was the best one.
What, Vacancy?
No, Strangers one. I think Strangers 2 is pretty good.
Oh, I didn't like that. I liked Strangers 1. When they're basically in a cabin on a honeymoon or something like that. And then there's like crazy people all around them. That's it, yeah. But no, the idea of being in a motel, like Vacancy, and then, you know, there's people watching you through the bloody mirror and shit. Through the windows.
With these masks on.
And they can come through your bloody bathroom floor. No, thank you. Stick me in a hotel on the 5th floor in room 47. I'll take that.
Do you know what though? It's like, you know what frightens me about horror films? It's not things like Freddy Krueger, or even though when I was little, he was, now I think he's really cool. or Jason Voorhees, but things like Scream, things like Michael Myers, but not actually Michael Myers, like being this man you could just stick a knife in him and he'll come back a million times, but like, you know, just have a mask on and get you. And then like the strangers that drive around in a truck and they're like, they're going to come in the bathroom with it. So that can happen. I don't know about Saw.
That's why I'm surprised. And obviously we all have to wear masks. It's a good thing because of COVID. So I'm shocked crime rates haven't gone up a lot because it's so easy, wouldn't it be? Like, you think about it, everyone's wearing a mask now. If you wear a hood and a mask, you can't get stopped by the police because you're doing what you should be doing anyways. How the hell's someone meant to identify you?
That's the risk you're taking.
I reckon though, when all this ends, women and men ain't going to get together that often. I reckon they'll be like, no, sorry, you're just not that attractive. I only go for men in masks. Put your mask on, because I don't want to see your face.
I mean, it'd be a great time for Batman, wouldn't it now?
Right now it would be. He'd be happy as Larry, wouldn't he? Superman would be screwed though. COVID would take him down. No kryptonite could stop that.
But I'm more scared of things that can actually happen.
Yeah, I'm me. Like arachnophobia. That does scare you, I
don't like thinking about that with the popcorn.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't want to talk about that one. But, like, obviously not Saw. I don't think Saw is... That couldn't happen, surely.
Well, it has happened, after the films were made. Crazy people started doing crazy shit. And they'd compare it in, like, the news. Oh, the jigsaw killer's out there, or something like that. It would just be some nutter called Dave, who's, like, set a booby trap in his kitchen and kidnapped you, stuck you in there. Can you find your way out? Do you want to play a game?
You know what's
Dave,
horrible,
shut idiot!
Like, these people, and God forbid any of you have known anything like this, but, you know, like, these people who were, like, took somewhere and bad things are done, and a bit like, you know, like...
Hostile.
Yeah, but, like, you know, like the Chainsaw Massacre, that was actually a true story. Like, I think, oh my God, like, you know, you're just sitting there and they're going to chop one leg off, one finger, one, you know.
One finger, one thumb.
One arm, one leg, one top of the head, give me. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, Claire, that's one for you. And Nadine, you know what I mean? It's just scary, isn't it? Like, you imagine one day just walking along.
Singing a song.
It's funny, you know, because I was in a situation once when God knows what could have happened, and I have told you this before, but there's this old swimming bath down by me. And next to it there's a churchyard. And about 8:30 at night, it was a winter's night, so it was dark. It might have been even like 7. So anyway, there wasn't a massive amount of traffic. And next to this swimming bath, like I said, there's a churchyard. So you've got like swimming baths here. And all there's the car park to the grave that's here. So there's an opening at the back and there's an opening there. So you either can walk all the way around, which takes you ages, or cut through the car park, and then it's just quicker. So I'm walking down now, and I think, right, I'll go in through this door, gap, and I'll come out there. This transit van slows right past me, and there was like 3 men in it, and they were staring at me like that. And I was like, such a way in that if I'd have turned back, they'd have had time to come back the other way. They got to the other entrances, like here, so I'm not here, and they're there. They reversed the van, the back of the van, and opened up the damn doors. The transit van. And I was like, they're going to fucking put me in the van. And I'll never get that out of my head. Anyway.
Never would happen if she'd been with me then.
So, I don't know how it come about. It was, I think, like I shouted at somebody walking past. Because there was someone walking. I was like, excuse me, like help. I shut the van up and drove off. I can never get that out, so I can't imagine to think what it'd be like.
No, I'm glad that didn't happen properly. I'm glad you didn't get hurt.
My point is, I can't imagine what. Thank you.
It's alright. It would have been like that film, 3 Men and a Little Lady.
That is not funny.
No, I'm joking. I would have hated for anything to have happened to you. You know, whenever she tells me stories like that, or a bad thing to her past, I get upset. They weren't even there.
Yeah, he does, basically.
But it puts you off being a tourist abroad, don't it? Like, I'm worried about getting pissed. Like travellers and stuff. Not like gypsies, I mean like travellers as in, going abroad.
Just
like
travelling, mate.
Yeah, like Thailand and stuff, all the beaches and stuff. Because it's true, it has happened in the past, it's not just made up shit. People have been taken.
Trafficked.
The body parts sold off, black market, hearts, all that stuff. I ain't taking no risk on that one. No, thank you. I'll stick to the little karaoke bar in the middle of the town centre with all the other people who look normal, rather than with Norman on the beach. Yeah, crazy Norman. Anyway, guys, we're going to go because I literally can't eat anymore. We've had enough in this bar for about 3 people. I didn't realise.
This is why I think we should have less pasta.
I think we need to get smaller bowls.
I thought we got some.
We've got one smaller bowl. You're using it.
That is perfect.
The size is compared to that.
I mean, guys, it's like another meal here.
When I was dishing up, guys, like, this is a lot of pasta.
Because I thought, blimey, there's not much sauce here. Like, there's a lot of pasta.
No, it's my bad.
And you know what he said beforehand? Because I knew my dad was coming. Huh. You haven't done a lot of pasta. I went, Leigh, I really bloody have. Huh. Well, we'll see about that then. And I thought, he's going to look really daft when
Well, there's 5 dogs who'll enjoy some of this. Don't worry about it, guys. Right? Hey, Mo?
I want to know some stories off you, La. And I'll just watch this and not write anything in the comment section below. Please. To cheer me up with my bad voice.
Yeah.
Can you please tell us anything scary?
Also, where do you live and what can you offer us if we come to stay as part of our world tour?
Yeah, what we're coming to eat at your house. What meal would you make? I'm out and Leon.
Flutini. We're going to do a quick message now. So on our last video, and the fact that I've only got 1 comment saying shows how little of you watch our videos all the way through. Mr. Flutini was still watching our last video at 28 minutes 14 seconds. How do, Flute?
I love Mr. Flutini.
Mr. Spanner, or Mr. Spanner Watcher. He is the security on our channel.
He's the godfather, isn't he?
Yes, of the channel. So thanks, Flutini. I said if whoever's watching, if you let me know in the comments, you'd get a message on our next video. So there you go, Mr.
Flutini. You are the don of this channel.
Yeah, and the rest of you should be ashamed if you got this far this time. Why didn't you get this far in the last video? It was funny. I told you I had to get a bloke in 1958. Hey? Don't get that on Nick's channel, do you?
Whose?
Nick's. He don't. He wouldn't tell you how to do that. Go hiking and...
I think he shouts enough of what he does. Bless him.
I'll say so. Anyways, Amo, take us away. It's 6:30.
He's calling corporate.
Anyway. Well, I'm not. I'm trying to get going.
Anyway, guys, yeah, because we're going live tonight and we all need to get a bit more organised here, don't we?
I'm off to watch football for a bit.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, I've said to Dad, I'm telling you, you might get to see me Dad on Sunday if you wanted to come round and watch the match.
Oh, okay.
Or Monday, whatever. Remember to be kind, remember to be nice, comment, share, like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell.
My eyes.
So you don't miss any future videos and you don't miss out on the community tab messages that Leigh sometimes puts on there. Also, we hope you have enjoyed our video today with all this pasta.
Yeah, baby. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all your support. And if you got this far, let us know in the comments and you'll get a shout in the next video.
Welcome to any new subscribers also, and thank you to our old ones who have always been very loyal.
Yes, and if you know anyone who wants to subscribe, or maybe they don't, make them do it.
That's what I mean. Comment, share, like and subscribe.
Exactamundo. Right, guys. Thank you.
See you later. Have a nice night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.